welcome back to the Dutch Pig Farmer. You join me down at the animal dealer where we are going to be adding to our drift drove flock or herd. So, with the random engine started, let's open up the animal dealer menu. So, if we scroll down to the Bentheim Black Pied, which is what we are currently breeding, we have an 8-month-old, which we are going to buy. So that's the female. Yes. Thank you. And we're going to get our new boar. So the plan is, hopefully they won't be doing anything in the in the trailer. Goodness me. The female will go in the current shed with the other two females and the boar, and the other boar will go in with the younger boar on their own. Then we've got a bit of a selection. So that is the plan. So beacons on, and let's get out of here. Now the other sow is pregnant, which is good. She is also expecting 12 piglets. And yeah, so that is good. So we've done a couple of contracts. In fact, we did 4. 2 cultivating and 2 bale wrapping, which was just to pass the time a little bit. So what we'll do, we'll get these back, get them into their respective pens, and then probably advance a little bit more time. Well, before we sleep, I'm actually going to take the opportunity to pay some of the loan off. We're in a decent position at the moment. Everything's sort of set for now, and we'll have opportunity to do contracts, etc., to pay off a bit more, and also to top the coffers up as we go. So let's do. We'll do 30 grand. Yes, 30 grand. We'll do 30 grand. So that's good. Now we're going to sleep. Probably we'll only go to November 3, and then we'll just check the status of the pigs, make sure everything's okay, see if there's any interesting contracts that pay decently. Failing that, we'll move through to December, and then just keep rolling on like that. So let's take a look at our females, and our boar does not mess around. She's been in there a day, and he's already, done his thing. So 12 babies, 12 babies, 12 babies. This is looking good. Food, yes, okay, not bad. And then the other ones, I hadn't realised how old this one was. I'm hoping he doesn't peg it before we use him. However, we do have little piggy here to fill his boots. So let's take a look at the contracts menu. What could we do? Fertilizing, no, because that's going to need an outlay. The irrigation is a lot of work for not a lot of money. Mowing, ooh, potentially. Plowing we could do with our own kit. And stone picking, yeah, not overly intrigued in that. And we are into November. The mowing doesn't seem right. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to advance the time. We'll get through to probably January, and that might be a case then that we need to separate some piglets, hopefully, and yeah, we'll go from there. So unless anything dramatic happens, I'll see you in January. Well, I said I'd bring you back in if there was anything interesting going on, whether your class feeding the pigs is interested or not. But what I wanted to show you was that there's 2 contracts that we're doing. I hope I've got the right place for these. I have, yes. There we go. So we've got a cultivating contract and a ploughing contract. both of which I'm actually using Courseplay for. I haven't used Courseplay a great deal, if at all, yet in 25. Just because the in-game helpers usually are pretty darn good. But where we are surrounded by ditches, thought, you know what? Let's give it a go and use the old Courseplay. So we're gonna get four bags in each, if we can get it lined. There we go. Come on. There we go. Perfecto. Could maybe do with the bigger of the two weights that we've got on here, but it'll do. We'll just go nice and steady around the corner there. Yeah, contracts are doing all right. It'll bring us in, I think it was about 12,000. We have just outlaid £8,000 euros on pig food. So there we go. It amazes me how quickly it takes the pig food, that one, but quite handy. So yeah, they're underway. Just wanted to show you, and what we can do is now hopefully get through to January. Well, it's the second part of Jan and still no baby, so I think we're going to sleep. Hopefully she's not going to be too much longer in giving birth, because I want to see these piglets. So, I think I just missed that then. I was too busy reading it myself, but we've had 12 piglets and one was removed due to a random accident. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, sad times. So these are our babies, our lady babies, and we have 5 little brothers. Okay. So, first things first is to grab the Fiat. So you'll notice Miritheb as well says she was a little bit late, but never mind. We will grab the animal trailer and just get the boys out now. And then that way... Ah, no. We should be alright for a bit. But I'll tell you what, we will do it now. We will do it now. Just because I'll forget. So, because let's just check a couple of things. Anything? Yeah, so that's fine. We're going to move these. These can stay for now. She's recovering from her last birth. Don't blame her. 72% there. 64%. So March and March. Cool. Very good. Right. Let's get these pigs shifted. Right, so that's the boys moved. Now, what I'm thinking is to move and sell the boar that's in there currently, so as to make sure we don't get any crossbreeding, because that's the last thing that we want. Obviously we're trying to keep the genetic line good, so we don't want the dad breeding with his daughters. So that is what we will do. Does the grown-up sows, all bar the one now, are pregnant, we can afford now to go and get rid of him. So we'll get backed in, get loaded up, and I'll see you down at the animal dealer. So down at the livestock market, and we want to say goodbye And thank you for your services. While we're here, we'll have a quick look whether there's anything borderline. Nothing really. Ugly night. Oh, very good. Gold figure and card. I think we're probably good for now. We've got 2 balls, haven't we? So we're all right at that point. So what I think I'm going to do is we'll advance to March, because that's where, if I'm not wrong, and we'll have a quick check. Cotton. Nope. So we've got barley to put in. We've got potatoes to put in. And what else have we got? Then we get into April for sorghum. That's sunflowers any time now. Yeah, we need to get through to March, and yeah, we'll go from there. Well, I think you have to class this weather as probably the worst, the worst weather for hot air ballooning. I mean, why? It's showing a twister. We've got about a foot of snow on the ground, and we need to be planting. I think, well, we're definitely going to have to wait for this to pass, because this is just ridiculous. I misspoke before. We should be looking at sugar beet going in, so that's fine as well. That can go in. So we've got sugar beet going in 17 in a year. I can't even see if the oilseed radish is grown, because just this. Just, yeah, complete blanket. I mean, the yield, we go back to here, look, 410% yield at the minute, because the moisture is where it should be. I think what we'll do is, well, I'll do, and I'll speed through time a little bit, very carefully, and get to a point where we can actually do some work. So we'll call it for that episode. Thank you all very, very much for watching. Thank you to the YouTube channel members and the Patreons, who are all fantastic. And I will catch you all in the next one. Take care. Welcome back to Klein Friesland and the Dutch Pig Farmer series. So we start off today with an admission. We had a bit of an issue with the oilseed radish, in the sense that it just did not grow. I don't know why. We planted it right at the end of the season. I would have assumed with plenty of time for it to grow, but it didn't. So Easy Dev had to come out, because we planted it, we rolled it. No, we didn't roll it. We planted it. We put the effort in. There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to reap the rewards of it actually growing. So yeah, it's a bit of a strange one, but never mind. So yeah, I been honest about it. You know, a bit of a weird one, but went around the fields that we put it in, and just like I said, Easy Dev'd it in. Now that does mean that our patch that was covered by water, that has grown in, but it was only a small segment anyway. So, you know, bit of an odd one, but never mind. So in the background, done a few more contracts. We are going to pay another probably 50 grand off of the loan at some point in this episode. So we have got sugar beet going into field 17. And then what we're going to do is we'll hop around the other fields, hopefully get all the planting done very quickly, and then we can advance through time. We need to get the rolling done as well, but yeah, all is good. So I'll finish up here, and we'll go and take a look at our pigs. So last bit of the field, and you'll see on the bottom left, I have to really think then, in the mini map for the nitrogen, it's quite patchy now. I'm not sure if there's something slightly off with the working width as to why it's just that sort of missing that kind of little bit between the rows. And then on this far right side there is a strip that I did try and get, but it just wouldn't have it, so not quite sure what's going on there. Did buy 2 more bags of Bert. How much is left in that? Big bag owned by you, 325 litres. I thought it would be something like that. It was never going to fit, was it? But we'll grab that when we come through to do the top field there. So that's fine. Right. Let's get this parked up. Now that didn't take too long. I don't know what it is, but there's, yeah. We seem to be getting through the work at a decent rate of knots. Now let's just pull up here. There we go. Get out of that now. Firstly, the old Tootler has had an update. Ah, look at that. Seating position looks a lot more comfortable. Lovely. They've changed the engine noise. That sounds like an EV now, which is disappointing, really. That was quite a nice sounding tractor before. Oh. How awful. Never mind. Right, so, the pigs. Let's have a look in the menu. It's probably going to be easier. So, we've got our ladies and our pregnant one. Pregnant 2, so we're due more babies very, very soon. Lovely. She's still recovering. There we go. Looking good. Marvellous. So at some point we do need to move our male in, which is going to be... We sold the other one, didn't we? So that's fine. So that's good. So it'll be, yes, old 510024 shall be moved in for, you know, stuffs. So let's just take a quick look at the mini map now. We've got our sugar beet in. We've got our canola in. We need I think we're going to do 2 fields of corn this year. And then this will be barley, I think we're going to do. In fact, we might mix it up. We might do corn, and barley in 24, I think. Because at least then we'll have a bit more of the grain. That makes sense. So, 2, where did I leave the planter? No, the seeder. I cannot recall. Aha, put it away. That's a good idea, wasn't it? Right, we'll get that hooked up, get that filled, and we'll go and drill the barley. So, on with the barley. 3 headlands done, and our pond from harvest is still there. So, I'm not going to drill it yet, because here we go with the realisticness. Although it doesn't plant itself, so in theory we could drive through it and it wouldn't plant the areas that it doesn't want to. But would you risk getting stuck? Probably not. So we'll leave it for now, and then I don't know if with the realistic whether it changes within the month, because we might have a chance to go like, you know, March 2, come back and drill it then. But we'll have a look. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and we just make our lives even harder. But yeah, I think that makes sense. You know, all right, you might combine through it, maybe not. But yeah, we'll leave it for now. Like I say, we'll check it March 2, March 3, and then failing that, we can't put barley in that spot. But it's going well. I need to look back on previous videos to see if I'm just misremembering about this tractor. I know in the update, in the change log, it does say, I'm sure it mentions engine sound. So I don't know whether they've had feedback that it was too loud or what, but it does sound like it's running on a electric motor now, which is, I don't know, less than ideal, because I like the tractor. So yeah, bit of a shame, but I'll have a look back through and yeah, see if it's just me dreaming things. Well, I've just been back and checked the video that we used this setup to drill the canola. I'm pressing the wrong button. That's why the that's why the drill wouldn't raise. Yeah, where we drilled the canola in the grass field, and yeah, they've nerfed the engine noise. It used to be a really nice sounding tractor. I'm quite upset. I really am. I don't know who gave feedback, or whether they just decided they didn't like it or what, but yeah, real shame. It was a really nice sounding throaty tractor, and now it's an electric conversion, it seems. With everything else that we've got going on, I don't know if we can afford to replace it. We'll have to have a look in the sales, because yeah, it's kind of ruined it. Which is really unfortunate. But anyway, we're making progress. I'm going to get the barley done, and then we will start the corn planting, I think. Wait a moment. That's not corn planting, I hear you say. Yes, that's because can't plant corn till April. So I've taken the opportunity, I don't know what I'm talking about, to get the fields rolled. So we'll do this one, and we'll do the sugar beet one. You'll see how I've sort of filled in and drilled around the puddle, and then, you know, maximise how much we can potentially get off the field. It's gonna hurt us a bit, but hopefully, like I say, whether it dries up between the days, or whether it's going to be something that we need to wait until April, and at that point it is too late to plant the barley. So yeah, but you know, realism is key. So let's I'm going to get this one done. A couple, 2, 3 more passes probably. Haven't bothered with GPS, because it's very clear where we have and have not been. It looks like we might need to purchase some fuel at some point. I'm sure we can stretch to that. One thing we will do once I finish this is we'll pay off 50k off the loan. I think is probably a decent amount to be going. And I'd nearly forgotten, I did have a comment about putting some bees in over in that sort of patch of land over there. So I've installed a beehive pack by Missy B. Beehive pack by Missy B. There we go. So we'll take a look at those and drop a couple of those in as well. So first things first. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to take that to, did we say? That's plenty. Did we just pay 50 rand for that? Oh, I should have paid more attention. We were at 220. Oh, we paid a bit more. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I wish it showed you like loan repayments or something like this. Contract wage payments, no. No, never mind. Right, so now for the bees. So first things first, save the game. Always the top tip. So construction, and we are bees. So that is 33 hives. So what we could do is not to use up much of the space. So we want snapping on. There we go. Let's get it so it's tucked up. In fact, we'll line it up against the fence. I think. Why are we at such a bonky angle? There we go. Let's go right about there. And we're going to need the pallet point, which let's rotate that like that. And that can go there. Overlaps another object. Really? Ah, there we go. That's better. That's better. There. Super. Job's a good one. Thank you, Mr. Farquhar. That is hopefully going to bring us in a little bit. And like he said in his comment, it's not... oh, just nearly got stung. It's not something that's going to make a load of pallets all at once. So, you know, and if we've got a bit of spare cash, we can always bung a few more hives in as well. So, yeah, job's a good one. Well, as we get underway, rolling the sugar beet field, I'm going to call it here for today. Quite a productive one, really. 2 fields drilled. We'll have had 2 fields rolled. We've got the bees in. We've paid some off the loan. And we're not far away from having a couple more litters of piglets. So, yeah, all is good. Thank you all very, very much for watching. Big thank you to the YouTube channel members and the patrons. Your support is fantastic. Links for all of those in the description below. And I will catch you all in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Welcome back to Field 24 on the Dutch Pig Farmer. And if you watched the last episode, you'll have known that we couldn't drill this area because there was a puddle, which, rather helpfully, has dried out. With no intervention from me, I would like to add. Yeah, we did, as I said, I finished the rolling on the sugar beet field. We bought some pig food, fed both sheds, slept, woke up, checked this, and yeah, dried up. So the fact that it doesn't need to be a new month for it to change is brilliant. You know, that is very, very handy. So we're going to get this drilled. We have had some births, so we need to go and sort out the piglets and do the old segregation again. But yeah, let's get this done. Right, so that took all of 30 seconds. So if we now have a very quick look, whilst that saves, at our... There we go. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 males and 1, 2, 3 females. So the ratio at the minute is not ideal. We could do with a few more lady pigs, sows, I believe they're called. So what we're going to do is we're going to move the boars into the shed here. And we'll move 510024 into the other shed. Now, I know that if we go back to here and click on our ladies, they are recovering still. So it's not going to hurt. Don't panic. But yeah, so we're going to move him across, and then when they do come into season, I'm guessing you'd call it, then we can, he's there ready to do the needful. So we want the, right, let's get this out of the way, because just some imbecile left it dotted in the middle of the, it's over here, there we go. Right, so what we will do is get this fired up, and it doesn't really matter which way around we do this, does it? So let's get ourselves spun around. Now we will need to go and roll that patch of barley that we've just sown. So we want you move to trailer. Yes. Go. Super. Now the other thing that I was informed of rather helpfully by Eagles, who is a patron and is on Discord. He said that you can not crossbreed, you can breed between breeds. That makes sense. So your land races, your Bentheims, etc. You can, yeah, you can breed between the two, which is very, very cool as well. So there we go. Oh, Lord. Oh, look at these little earrings. He's thinking, blinking out, these are heavy. Oh, that is so cool. Right, I forgot what I'm doing. Back into the tractor. There we go. Right, meet your new friend. Let's leave it at that. I think that is far enough. Yes. Move to husbandry. Thank you very much. Right, now we need you. No, we don't. No, we do not. We need you. Well, I'm saying you. Oh dear. Move selected. Yes. Go. That's a good one. Right. So I do realise that I'm probably going to have to repeat this exercise in the morning, but it doesn't hurt to get into the routine of checking and moving, because we need to keep the old bloodline strong. So I will get these dropped into the other shed. I will roll the remainder of field 24, and I'll see you in March 3. So March 3 is upon us, and we have had another litter, so just doing our orchestral pig manoeuvres in the fog. There's a... yeah, just sorry. Very, very sorry. What I think I'm going to do is, and we got another 6 males. I think we had 4 or 5 females. Completely lost me train of thought then, and we had one pass away, which is very sad. But what I think I'm going to do is we are going to sleep until April. First task will be to head down to the animal dealer. Let's see if there's any sows available for us to purchase, and then we'll get them in with the mail so we can try and keep that cycle going, because we're up to about 19 in there now. I forget how many males we've got in there. We can have a look. No, we can't, because it won't tell us which are, and I'm not counting. So that's all the males we've got at the minute. You can see the value going up, so we may sell a few at some point, but yes, you'll see our ladies in here and our little piglets there. So yeah, that's going to be the plan. So I'll see you in April, and we'll be down at the animal dealer. Rolling up on our destination. We don't want any cows. We want some pigs. So, let's have a look. No, we don't want a 4. Okay. Ah, look at summer. That's pretty good. What about you? Anything else that's decent? Ugly Oreo. Oh dear. The summer could be worth getting now. 4 months. You've only got 2 months till she can reproduce. And China, she originates from China. UK, bit of UK pork. Right, we're going to go for summer and 510001. So we'll buy those 2, which is not bad actually, €935. Thank you very much indeed. There they are, look, standing so nicely. Right, we'll get these into the pen, and then we can start to finally drill the corn. Well, this is attempt number 2 at getting the corn in. I was probably at this point about 2 hours ago now. When we had a power cut, obviously completely out of the blue, and we missed that bit last time as well. There is something very odd about this working width on this drill. There we go. There we are. Yeah, no inclement weather. What on earth are we doing here? No inclement weather that would sort of, you'd think, oh, that's gonna take the power out, that storm. Nothing. Ever so strange. But yes, had a hour and a bit of nothingness. It was very strange. Must have been what it was like in the 80s. Yeah, just very, very bizarre. So yeah, we are redoing the corn, but it's not taking too long. It's not going too bad, to be fair. So I shall crack on, and I'll see you probably in the next field. Well, as we bounce our way around the corner, you'll see, look at the patch that we stitched in. You'd never know. Look at that. I do like the fact that we have the ability to do it, and it doesn't sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Take a month for the weather to sort of reset, because that would be pretty hardcore. Right. Oh, last field. Finally. Feels like it's taken hours. Well, it has. Several hours. 2 of which were lost. So, you know. But we'll get it done. How's the bees? Ooh, we got some honey. Honey ribs. Oh, hot honey ribs. Eat. Right, break. Lift up. And crack on getting this lot planted. So it will need rolling, but there is plenty of time for that. I did notice a few weeds in the sugar beet field, so we'll need to tackle those as well. Is this going to miss? Of course it is. There is something really strange with this planter, and I can't work out for the life of me what it is. I think it's got to be the working width. I need to have a look in the XMLs, see if it's like 0.1 off or something like that, because that looks probably like 0.1 of a meter. So yes, that could be the case. But I was saying earlier, I can't remember if I said it, how it looked quite patchy. It did that when we used the seeder as well, so I think that's probably a precision farming thing. But no, it's going in, it's going down. I did buy some more seed and some more fert, because, well, quite frankly, we needed it. But yeah, other than that, it's snap the planter. It's, yeah, steady progress, but yeah, this will be the last field that needs doing. Ooh, there we go. On and lower down. There we go. So yeah, then we can focus on looking after the pigs, making sure they're all good, spraying when we need to, all that sort of stuff, and then yeah, just smash through the time really. So I was going to say that the headlands were done, but look how patchy it all is, and I just don't get it. I've not looked yet. I'm trying to get this this recording done, and I'll have a look when I get a chance, but it's, yeah, I think we might be in the market for a new planter and a new tractor, because these are just doing my head in. It's just, I mean, you think, oh, it's going to miss that, and then it gets it. I just don't get it. But anyway, on a lighter note, I am going to go down this headland once more. Yes, where are we? So yesterday, I had the pleasure of going out with my dad for the day. Going out with my dad for the day. We did a track day together. So if you are not from the UK, or even if you don't know, you can go and drive supercars effectively around old tracks, disused airfields, that sort of thing. That's what they're sort of reused for. So we went to one in a place called Prestwold, which is Leicestershire, and it was great. It was so much fun. I drove well, we both drove a McLaren, both drove a Ferrari, both drove a Nissan GTR, and I then drove a Porsche GT3 RS, and my dad drove an Aston Martin. The Aston did sound really nice, to be fair. And then we both had a passenger ride in an Ariel Atom, which, if you're not familiar with those, just YouTube, like, I don't know, Ariel Atom hot lap or something like that. Oh my word. Helmet on, the works, proper racing seatbelt, the lot. It was definitely an adrenaline rush. It was so good. The Porsche was just phenomenal. I mean, they all were in their own way, in their own little way. But yes, no, it was really, really good. And yeah, we were dropped on with the weather as well. It didn't rain, because that could have really put a bit of a different spin on things, probably quite literally. You join me weaving down the field just to get these bits, because anybody that knows what I'm like, you know, I can't leave them. Why would I leave them? You know, it's could be a couple more ears of corn. But that's it. We have finished our planting, he says very confidently, and then that little seed of doubt creeps in. Let's just have a double check and a save, of course. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still need to think about what to do back here. I do think that an overflow course from pigs in the future could be an idea. So I think that's it, we're done. So I need to roll both the cornfields, because that's what we do. And then there's a possibility that there might be some contracts done. Just to top up the old coffers a little bit. But yeah, we're in a good place. We are in a good place. We're learning. We're learning about the realistic weather and how puddles can dry up. That sounds so ridiculous. But yes, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, leave us a like. If you're new, think about subscribing, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care. Welcome back to Klein Friesland and the Dutch Pig Farmer series. So we're just having a bit of a flyover our fields. Corn's not come through yet, which is fair enough because we're still in the same month, but everything else is starting to come through. A few patches of withering, which is interesting. A few little puddles as well that are back, but everything is looking rather healthy. Excuse the old stuttering. So, since the last episode, we've done a couple of contracts. There weren't too many about. We've also been and bought a couple of different boars, just to make sure that if we're buying different breeds of pigs, we've got the boar to match up with it. Because I'm unsure at the moment whether you can mix and match. There's some testing going on, let's put it that way. But with that little flyover done, let's get back down to earth. So what we're going to do is we are going to sleep until April 3, and then we'll just check the pigs have got enough food, etc, etc, and then we'll get through to May, where hopefully everything's germinated and we can do a bit of spraying. So we're into May, and first task is to try and sort out what's going on with the animals. Now, let's move him in. So we're not seeing, or what we are seeing, should I say, sorry, is the fact that when we go down to... it's fixed it now. So I think this one is done with, this boar. So we just put a new one in, and immediately the message saying no suitable male has gone. So maybe he's done. He's done. Right. You can come out. Yes. There we go. Everything else is fine. Lovely. Lovely. There we go. Yeah, that's all good. Right. So what we can do now is go and sell this fella. And then we can take a look at the state of the fields. So we'll do a loop. I'll close the gate. And I'll see you down at the animal dealer where we'll, you know, make a little bit more cash. Right, then, let's see what we're going to get. Well, we should know what we're going to get, don't we? 2,749 euros. Oopa-doopa. Lovely jubbly. Now, we will just have a quick look. See if there's any excellence. Or extremely good, should we say. Oh, what was that one? Very good, very high. Extremely high, extremely good. Why not? I think that's probably a good shout. Might as well while we're here. Very good, very high. Don't need any balls. Very good, no. Extremely good. Don't need the balls. Don't need the balls yet. Right. Super. So that's that done. Back up to the farm. Grab the sprayer. And then we'll go and have a look at the state of the crops. Well, this is probably the completely wrong size tractor for this job. But well, we haven't used it much, so I thought, why not? So we've spent £1,000. Put some narrow tyres on it. So let's just pause there a second and check what's going on over here. Do we have any... weeds growing? No, where you going, silly boy? No, we don't. Which is odd. I would have thought we would have had. So it's only 15 and 17 then we need to do. Okay. Well, while we're here, we may as well have a quick run over and check on the corn, which is looking mighty lovely. So it's saying, there, that's better. Moisture's not too shabby, but we've got a while to go yet. Right. We'll get back in the Fendt and, yeah, go and spray the fields that actually need doing. Well, there's very, very few weeds in here, so we shouldn't use a great deal of herbicide, one would hope. And, as well, it shouldn't actually take us too long. Probably a headland and a pass down the middle will suffice, so, yeah, job's a good one, really. It's one of those jobs that just needs to be done. And then, once we've cleared this task, we should be able to just rock on through and keep feeding the pigs, and also just, yeah, keep hoping for more births, because we're sort of in a bit of a lull at the minute, which is probably a bit of a rookie error, in the sense that we should have had, or I should have had, come on, get it in gear, there we go, some more sows ready to sort of replace the ones that are waiting, or recovering, not waiting, recovering from a birth already. So yeah, that one's definitely on me, so we need to, oh, keep using the royal we, I apologise. I need to make sure that I'm a bit hotter on that in the future, but yeah, it's one of these things, isn't it? It's a new mod, new way of doing things, so yeah, it's going to take a little bit of learning. I'll enter the last field that needs spraying, and it's been a few days since the last clip. So the plan is going to be, so I mentioned swapping out the Shooten, whichever tractor it is, the one that they nerfed the sound on. But I think also this little Fendt is going to go. As nice as it is, it's just a little bit too, what's the word? I don't know. Loud. But also, I mean, it's not for you because I tone it down in the edit. But it's just a bit too rickety. So the plan is, and I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot, really. I asked on the channel members and patrons section of Discord for suggestions for some equipment for a potential new save. And Eagle sent me quite a few tractor suggestions, and he has had a little play with the sound, so I've got one in mind that we're going to go for. So what we'll do is, once we've finished this, we will take the, well, we'll take the shoot. Let's have a look what it is, because I keep dancing around the name. Shootler, and the Fendt to the store. Sell them both, and that should give us enough to purchase one tractor. We'll have enough horsepower to do all the tasks that the Shootler did. So that's the plan there. Now, in between episodes, when I've had a little bit of time, we've been looking at the pig situation. So we've been and bought a couple more females, which are either very close to or of the age that they can have babies. So we should hopefully soon see some pregnancies happening. Hopefully. So yeah, that is the plan. I shall get this done. It's not going to take us long. We got down and up again. And yeah, I'll see you down at the store. So as you'll have seen from the little 10-second-ish clip I did, that I've decided to do a few contracts. The reason for that is I think I think we are going to keep the Fendt. It's not a bad mod. It's not a bad tractor. I was parking it up and the brakes were squeaking, and you know, for the sake of what we get for it, 40 grand, we've probably nearly done that in contract. So yeah, I thought put a bit of work in, and we'll see if we can't save the Fendt, because you know it's a nice little tractor. It has its uses. I was probably overloading it with the sprayer. But yeah, so that's the plan. We're going to get these done. We're on the last of 3, 4, 5 mowing contracts that we've done, so there'll be a fair bit of income, as well as the 90-something grand we'll get back for the Shootler. You might have noticed that when I was collecting the contracts, there was a weeding one, and I forget the field number. I think 33. So we started off driving, and you know, you normally see the percentage complete raise up relatively quickly with contracts like that. But I'd done, I think, probably a headland and a bit before I actually noticed that we were only on like maybe 2%, 1 or 2%, and it wasn't getting all the weeds. So I thought, okay, maybe it's just lagging behind a little bit, whatever. So we drove the whole field, and yeah, we were up to about 9%. So I thought, oh, this is weird. So did a few, borrowed the equipment on a hoeing contract, took that to the field, and the percentage was actually going down. So I don't really know what was going on with that. It clearly wasn't the right piece of kit for that contract. But yeah, so we cancelled it. We didn't claim anything off it. You know, if I was feeling maybe a bit aggrieved by it, we could have done, but it was just very strange. So what I'm going to do is, we have got the shooter down at the store behind us. I'm going to get this done. We'll drive to the store, collect the contracts, and then swap the tractors out. So, all of the mowering done, and we will park this up just around the corner here. We didn't need to, of course, but you know, considerate contractor and all that malarkey. So, of course it was going to save, wasn't it? I was about to say, we wait for the save. So, we have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at me counting. There we go. Loads of money. Super. So, 160,043 euros. Now, if we get to about here, an R. So, 100,000. Lovely. Right, repair. Yes. There we go. Super. We're not going to repaint. We will just sell that. Thank you very much. Perfecto. Now for the moment of truth. And we need to reset. And where's it going to come out? Around here, isn't it? So, let's just run round here. There we go. Right. So, vehicles. And we want the John Deere 8000 series. So, we are going to go 840 chipped. So that's 100 grand. Oh my word. If we just, no, we want to be We want to be up there. Right, wheel setup, we want wide tyres, EU, no. Attachers, we want 3.2, 197 grand. That is a beast. But, I think, oh, beacons. What, no. Oh, no. Yes. No. Yes. That's better. Interior. Do we want an interior? What's the difference? Let's try and... Oh, we got passenger seat. Oh, no. No. We'll just go. We'll go to 1. There we go. Right. We're going to buy that. Oh, my word. I hope this is good. I hope this is good. We should have installed the test drive mod, really. That would have been probably a more sensible situation. Oh, look at this. Look at it. It's an absolute beast. Oh, I wish you could see my face now. Right, let's give this a little bit of a... Oh, eagles. Floor it. That is an absolute weapon of a tractor. Right. I think we're going to call it there for this episode. I am going to enjoy driving this back up to the farm. So I'll say thank you all very, very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave us a like. If you're new here, think about subscribing. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care. Well, welcome back to the Dutch Pig Farmer series here on Klein Friesland, and this is episode 10. Oh my word, where are they going? Right, so first things first today, we are going to quickly take a look at our piglets. Well, our not so much piglets, our actual pigs. So here are our boars. Now, we go down to our sows. We've got pregnant, 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 not pregnant, too young, pregnant, not yet, a bit of just recovered, so shouldn't be long. And then pregnant, 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 and then too young again. But we are, you know, we're going to get, in the next sort of 3 to 4 months, a real sort of increase in the numbers, which is good. It's good. So, today's episode is going to be probably advancing through time again. We might run a little test with the fertilizer to see if we can get some perfectly precise nitrogen. So what we're going to do is we're going to rent a piece of equipment and we'll give things a bit of a test. Right then, so with the Isaria, whatever you call it, rented, we bought a bag of fert and we've put 1,000 litres. We bought 1,000 litres. We'd got 626 left over. So, no idea if this is going to work or not, but it's worth a shot. So, unfold that. And then if we drive onto the field... Aha! Now we might already be over. What we're going to do is if we hold down H... We're going to do it with the working width of the sensor. Complete grain melt then, and then what we're gonna try it. We're gonna see if it does anything. It might not. We might already be bang on, but we shall see. So if we thought we had to... Right, how do we turn on the crop sensor? Alt B. Alt B. And then turn on the spreader. Now I've adjusted the spreader to 30 metre width, just because that was the closest we could get without being under. You'll see it's just topping up little bits. So that is indeed working. Marvellous. I'm rather chuffed about that. Now, I haven't done this since probably... can't think when. Maybe Armston? Back in 22? You can see that's making a great difference. Hopefully we're going to be alright. Just... and it's looking alright, to be fair. It's looking good. Right. I'm going to do this field and then we'll try it in the canola field. So you should just about be able to see. You look at the bottom left at the nitrogen map. Now when we're driving, it's getting lighter in front of the tractor. It's obviously realising the levels and scanning the levels in front of us, and then that knows what to apply out the back of the spreader. It's obviously programmed in and linked together. But yeah, so we should be pretty darn good on the nitrogen. I'm hoping we are improving things rather than making them worse. But yeah, you can see it now very clearly. Look how it's changing the colour. There we go. Don't want to ditch it. There we are. Then we'll just back up. There we go. Turn the spreader on, and it's doing its thing, which is good. I'm pleased that it worked. I know there's probably no reason why it shouldn't, but we know the state of precision farming. And yeah, I wasn't going to get my hopes up, but yeah, it seems to be, get back on course, seems to be working alright. I've done the cornfield to our right, so that's that done. We've got the canola done, we've got the other field barley. We'll try it on the sugar beet. I'm not sure if the foliage will be long enough, but we can give it a go. It doesn't seem to be doing anything, then we can abort. But yeah, it's going alright. I mean, we've used what, 200 litres of fert, so not too shabby at all. I think this one seems to be quite good in terms of we're not having to put down much more. I'm just checking I have got the sensor on. So this is the... no, sorry, we did corn before, didn't we? 2 fields of corn. This is our barley. Come on. Pay attention, man. Pay attention. But yeah, it's not needing much, if any at all. But for what it, you know, for however long it takes to do, it's really not hurting things. There we go, a bit of a splash there. We'll turn that off and then come round this way. Now there's probably a bit of overlap, but it doesn't matter. So I will finish this one up, and we will give the sugar beet field a whirl. We haven't got long until harvest, and this is what I'm liking about this series, is the fact that we can move quite quickly. We haven't got that many pigs that we need to feed them constantly. Do you know, that sort of the off-camera jobs are minimal at the moment. But yeah, we'll be into harvest very, very soon. So yeah, jobs are good. Well, we haven't come to a patch yet where the spreader has come on, and it does look like most of the field, or certainly where we've driven so far, we're already over the prescribed amount. which in a way is interesting because we direct planted it. So yeah, a little bit odd, but yes, I don't know, very strange, just a bit odd how it does that. Oh, there we go. Put a bit of a splash on there, but again, not. We are over target, which is interesting. Very bizarre. Very bizarre indeed, he says. But nevertheless, we'll carry on. We'll do it. And then we are probably in a position where, other than just checking on the pigs, we can advance through to harvest. I guess you could ask the question, is it worth the expense that we've gone to? Would we probably recover the, let's say, €2,500 in crop? Nah, hard to say. Hard to say. Probably not, I'm guessing. But it was worthwhile doing from a point of view that, there we go, that'll do. Let's turn that off. Hold that up. Just to see if it worked. And the stages that we can do it at. So, yeah, pretty happy with that. Not too shabby at all. So what we can do... Oh, and by the way, I don't think I said, we were lacking a toolbox. So we've put this one in just here. So it's on a pallet, you can pick it up, he says. Or you pick it up with forks, I think, more than anything. But yeah, just round the back here. And then if we were in the trigger, it'd come up. But yeah, job's a good one. I don't know why. There we go. I don't know why we got a hand still on. So, let's go into the old vehicles, and it's the Azaria Proactive. 0.4 hours we can return that. Let's hope the tractor doesn't do a wheelie. Oh, right, we've parked this up, and it'll be done for the day. Just standing admiring our noisy pigs before we end the episode. So I want to say thank you all for watching. I want to say, don't forget, if you're after any DLCs or the game itself, feel free to use code CARTECH. That would really help out. And also G-Portal servers, links are in the description. So I want to say thanks all for watching. I will catch you all in the next one. Take care.